Hello everyone, my name is Akash Parik and today's video we are going to solve a question which appeared in GATE 2012 and this is a very good question. The question is the height of a tree is defined as the number of edges on the longest path in the tree. So we all know what does height of a tree means. The function shows in the pseudocode below is invoked as height root. So in this root was given here to compute the height of the binary tree rooted at the tree pointer root. So we have to compute the height of the binary tree. This code is given, and in this code there are two blank fill in the blanks. One is b1 and we have to and other is b2, and we have to tell that out of the four which option is correct. So we will go one by one with the lines and see what does the line says. So initially we have given the root and it's checking that if n equals to null, that means if there is no root, that means there is no tree, then it will return -1. Suppose -1 indicates that there is no tree, and suppose we have given only root, then n of left, that means if this is the root, then n of left is null, so there is no n of left, and there is no n of right, then it will return 0. That means there is only one node, that means the height of the tree is 0, so it will return suppose 0. Else what you will do in this else part, so why did it came into else part? Because n of left equal to null, so this left part was null, so there was nothing in the left part, and n of right equal to null was false, that means there was something in the right part. So if there is something in the right part, then it will come to else. In else, that means we have one edge, that means we will count one. And now what we can do is that we can recursively go and find the height of this tree. That means 1 plus, we can again find height in tree this. So what is this? If this is n, then this is n of right, n of right, and this is b1. So b1 will be 1 plus height n of right, that means this one, either it will be a or it will be d. So b and c will be eliminated, and either a will be our answer or d will be our answer. And now we can go again else. So why this else would have come? This else is for this if. So if n of left equal to null, that means there was some subtree in left, that's why we have come to else. That means in this part, if we have come to this part, now what is telling that calculate in h1 height of n left, that means height of the left subtree. So recursively it will calculate height of the this subtree, and it will return h1. So if it returns h1, the height of the whole tree will be h1 plus this edge plus this edge. The height of the tree will be h1 plus 1. So h1 will give us the height of the left subtree. And now after calculating the height of the left subtree, we have to also calculate the height of the right subtree, because we have to give the longest path. It may turn out that the longest path is in right side of the subtree. So again it's saying that if n of right equal to null, then suppose n, this is n. If n of right is null, that means this will be my height. That means I will return 1 plus h1. Or else suppose there is something in the right side, then we will calculate it using h2. So we will calculate it using h2. So h2 will be the height of the right subtree. And so what will be the height of the whole tree then? Then height of the whole tree will be h2 plus 1. Because of this h, we will get again plus 1. And now we have to return. So what we should return? Either you see, either this will be the height of the tree or this will be the height of the tree. Whichever of them is max. So we can write that return max. So in both we have 1. So 1 we have to return plus either h1. So we can write it as suppose 1 plus max of h1 comma h2. So either we return h1 or h2. That means either left subtree will be larger or right subtree will be larger. And this b2 is in option A. So option A is the correct answer for this question. Thank you very much.